What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Peter and Miles podcast for another live episode of the podcast. And it has been a while. It's been a while. It's been
Oh
a
wow.
busy last few months, but we are back. We're back, and we have a lot of stuff to talk about in terms of Tom Holland's next Spider-Man movie, which is super exciting. We missed you guys. We're gonna try and do these more often as soon as we pretty much get news. And we got a chock full of stuff to talk about in today's episode, don't we, Mr. RJ?
Yes, we do. We're talking all things.
All things Sony. Yes, it's a big year for Sony. So
Yeah,
it's funny, no Spider-Man movies, but a lot of Spider-Man related movies coming out this year. Um,
yeah.
so real quick, we'll just touch on this and that before we get into the meat and potatoes of the Spider-Man 4 stuff. Which movie are you least looking forward to that Sony is putting out that is Spider-Man related this year?
So we got. We had Madam Web. That
Yeah.
I have yet to see that. I'm not seeing it.
Nope.
So what's coming out this year? We got Venom. Is Venom confirmed to come out this year?
Venom is confirmed. I believe November was the date that they're looking at.
So Craven's coming out. I mean, if you want to say least, I mean, I guess Craven. I'm not looking forward to any of these projects. Like I
Yeah, me
just
neither. If
don't
I
care.
had to pick one that I'm probably going to see the most, it's probably going to be Venom, but I'm still not excited
Yeah, I'll
for it.
probably watch. Like, I'll probably. If I had to pick one, it would be Venom. Like I would say, I'm excited to watch that. But
You see, I'm going to see probably Venom and Craven in the theater. I'm sure you will as well.
nah,
I thought I was going to go see Madam Web in the theater.
watch them.
Haven't done it yet. Probably still won't do it. But yeah, it's a bad Sony year, and then you got the Karate Kid coming out, scheduled to come out this year as well to top it all off with the steaming pile of shit that they got stirring up over there. So yeah, I don't. We've talked about this on the podcast many times before. Why do we continue to do this? Have Spider-Man villain movies without the main character, who everybody comes to see. And we know you're capable, Sony. We know you're more than capable with the Spider-Verse movies that have been coming out. So, like, what are we doing here?
Here's the thing that want that Sony should have done, and I said this like a long time ago. Like once Spider-Man was in the MCU and they made that deal,
Mhm.
instead of making um villain spin-off movies, they should have just made movies of other Spider-Man related characters that are like, yeah, villains are related, but the question you're gonna always ask yourself is like, where is Spider-Man? And people ask that when they see Venom movies and stuff like that. But when if you were to make a a live action Spider-Gwen movie, like that could work. That's what Sony should have built. That this is what I think Sony should have done. They should have did like a whole live action Spider Verse, and
Yeah.
don't have it connect to like what Tom is doing in the MCU. Let him be in the MCU. Because we had a debate about this on Sunday on the King's Pop Culture on Jacob's channel. I feel like because some of them were saying, well, you're still gonna ask for Spider-Man is not necessarily because there's other like if this was like 10 years ago, sure, but the Spider-Man lore has gotten so big now. Like there's like over like 900 like Spider-Man related characters.
It's so much more beyond just the Peter Parker now.
Yeah, like Peter's the main, sure, but you don't need Peter Parker to show up in like let's say a Sony um Spider-Verse movie. Like that's what they should have done. They should have did like a live action Spider-Verse stuff. Don't have Tom Holland be in these movies. Let him stay in the MCU and just have like, a live action 2099 movie, a Miguel O'Hara film. That would slap if it
Yeah.
was done right. But they should have just done that instead of doing these villain spin-off movies and stuff like that. It's just ridiculous how we have to look at these cookie cutter 2000s type trailers for these movies, like with Craven and
You literally had a trial run for the most popular Spider-Man villain of Venom, and not many people like it.
yeah, like there's people there, it has its fan base, but not many people like the Venom movies. And
Yeah,
I just feel like Sony, they don't deserve the rights to the character, but they're gonna keep the rights. There's nothing we could do about that. But if
yeah,
you're gonna keep the rights of the most popular superhero, let alone the most popular comic book character of all time, can you at least like use them correctly when you're not like, because what we already know, like with Tom MCU movies, we have faith because Kevin Feige's involved and stuff like that. But when you have this, like with Sony, if you're gonna develop other projects, like there's rumors that they're developing a villain animated movie and a what is it? Spider Woman animated movie, which those sound
mm,
cool. I have no issues with the animation department. Like Sony Pictures Animation. Sony Pictures Animation is different from Sony Pictures. Sony
yeah.
Pictures is the one that's like with like Tom Rothmans and all that stuff. They don't know what they're doing over there. But with um
What's even happening with freshman
with
year?
that's supposed to be coming out later this year, I think, or
Oh, it
next year.
is. It's still
Hold
scheduled to
on,
come out.
let me see.
What's up, Lisa?
Because
How
I
we
think that's
doing?
a I think
Dark
freshman
Chosen.
year is like
What's up, Jermaine?
let me see.
Yeah, you see, as a film, Venom 1, it isn't the worst, but it's still, I cannot get past. Like, Venom does not work without Spider-Man getting the symbiote first.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
I'm never going to get over that. I mean,
Yeah.
Venom 1 could be the greatest film ever made as a film, but the concept, the structure, the world building still doesn't make sense because you're going against the source material from the comic books.
My issue with the Venom movies is not just that, but it's like they tried to make Eddie Brock less of a jerk. They make him
Yeah.
like they're trying to make him like Peter Parker.
Yeah.
It's weird. I don't know if you got that vibe too, but
I did like a lovable dork that's just a failure and everything right now and makes us sympathize with him. Like that's not Eddie
like
Brock.
it's like Eddie Brock is supposed to be the complete opposite of Peter. He's supposed to be a jerk, a jock, and all that stuff. Like I don't know. I'm just tired of these villain. That's why I'm not seeing these movies anymore. Like I'm just tired of these villain spin-off films.
Yeah, and Craven, we reacted to that trailer in our first or second episode on here, and that was a sight to behold for sure. That is one of the most ridiculous concepts for a movie. It's like, what is this shit? Anyways, and we're starting to see shades of Sony creep its way into Tom's universe with the Spider-Man 4 and what that's going to be intended to be, with Sony wanting another multiverse project with Toby and Andrew, whereas Marvel Studios, Kevin Feige and Tom Holland, when you got that trio on the same side, Sony's got to look themselves in the mirror and be like,
Yeah, like come on.
okay. Like, and then, so what they want, obviously, for those of you who don't know, they want a more grounded street level story, which is what Tom's Spider-Man needs right now.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you still got people out there that call him Iron Boy Jr. We won't name names here. And you got people who say, oh, he couldn't do it without Toby and Andrew. So, like, he needs his own standalone movie that's a lot lower of a scale than the whole everything with the Avengers and the whole multiverse. Get back to basics a little bit and see what Kevin Feige and his team can cook up in that writer's room.
Yeah, because for me, I think the rumor came from Daniel RPK and stuff. I feel like the movie is gonna end up being street level, like we all want it to be.
Yeah.
But them wanting a multiverse movie, and I agree with Darth Chosen. I'm tired of multiverse movies. I get that Marvel is in the phase of they're in the multiverse saga, and I get that, but we need to have like grounded street level stories, and that's where I feel like Marvel thrives is when they do that stuff. Like if you look at Captain America: The Winter Soldier, like and Homecoming, for instance, those are street level Marvel films, and they really thrive. So
Yep.
I just feel like Sony, because I don't believe this rumor. I feel like it was at one point a discussion what the film is going to be, but I feel like it's going to end up being street level. Now we don't know the villains of this film, and we've heard Miles might make an appearance. We'll talk about that later on, but I feel like it's going to end up being street level because I feel like Tom Rothman. For those of you who don't know, Tom Rothman's the guy that's running Sony. I think he's like the CEO of Sony. Let me see.
The Asian guy, right? Is it the Asian guy?
No. That guy runs Sony Japan. This Tom Rothman runs. He's a chairperson of Sony Pictures.
Okay.
Yeah, the guy you're talking about, he runs Sony as a whole, I believe. But Tom
He's
Rothman,
like the honcho guy. Yeah.
Yeah, Tom Rothman, he runs Sony Pictures, like he's the chairperson. But I feel like
look at what Tristan just said. Like that's a perfect what's going to happen if they go that route. That's exactly
for sure.
And it's like literally the ending of No Way Home is so much more minimalized if they do a complete 180 and like fool us like that. Like he's got no one. His aunt just died. No one knows who he is, let alone as Spider-Man anymore, like he originally wanted. And he's doing a GED, not even getting an actual high school diploma, and he's on his own in a lower tier apartment. It's setting it. You know what it's setting up for? It's setting it up for him to start over and be struggling like that.
And also, like, let's say if you do a multiverse story again, how are you going to explain Toby and Andrew coming back?
Exactly.
Like you're gonna have it connect to like what's it call it? You're gonna have it connect to like more multiverse implications and other projects that involve the multiverse and stuff. And we just don't want that. Like we got Kingpin coming in. I'm sure most of us agree. We want a Spider-Man Daredevil team up in the fourth film, taking on Kingpin, and
and save those guys. Save Toby and Andrew for Secret Wars. We're still many years away. We're many years away from that. Have a street level Spider-Man story in between No Way Home and Secret Wars. It's gonna make their impact in Secret Wars that much more meaningful, in my opinion.
Yeah, Secret Wars, like Toby and Andrew coming back in Secret Wars, that that will work. Like it's not even just those two. You have Hugh Jackman's Wolverine being in there, and you have the original Avengers coming back in like a multiverse project. Like that could work. Like that movie, Secret Wars could potentially make $2 billion.
That recipe bodes well.
Yeah,
it bodes well for success.
So like Sony trying to like have Toby and Andrew. And first off, Spider-Man is a character that does stuff on his own. Yes, in the comics, he does team-ups, but he's a street-level, friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. He's not multiverse neighborhood Spider-Man. Like he is.
You got a little taste of that in Homecoming, but I wanted more, and I need to see that here.
I feel like you get it. I feel like you get it in No Way Home, but like not No Way Home, but I feel like you get the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man aspect of him in Homecoming, but Far From Home, like he's in Europe and. And then No Way Home, it's kind of like
dealing with bigger stuff,
It's bigger stuff, but I don't know. I feel like it should be street level. I feel like Tom and Kevin Feige I think they won the battle. If it was a battle, like again, these are rumors, but I feel like it's gonna be a street level movie. I don't think it's gonna be multiverse.
Entertainment Guy Dev brings up a great point. RJ, do you have a YouTube channel?
No, I do not. I did at one point, but I stopped.
Entertainment Guy, what's up, man? We need to get this guy on it. Because
I don't feel like that's Shamoon.
It might be.
It might be.
RJ needs a channel. He's worthy of a channel. He's got a lot of great opinions, except for TASM, but we won't talk about that here.
First Plasma movie is not horrible.
This man would strive off of making YouTube shorts. I'm telling you right now, he needs to get on it. But anyways,
First Plasma is not bad.
it sucks.
Is it like a repeat? Like, is it like a repeat of the original? Sure, but
yeah. I'm just hanging in there, entertainment guy. I mean, I know I've been slacking on the Spider-Man channel lately. I've been putting a lot of focus on my Cobra Kai channel, but definitely once we get more of this news, we're gonna definitely keep up more on the podcast, and I definitely do want to get back to making videos over there. So I have been gone for a while, but this is definitely a sign that we're back. So, right, RJ?
Yeah. When was the last time we did an episode?
Oh, dude.
It's been a while.
It was shortly after the game came out.
Has it been that long?
I think we did one episode shortly after, and we gave our thoughts and opinions on it. So when was that? Maybe shortly, a little like tail end of October.
Has it been that long?
I think so. That's what, 4 months?
Damn.
Yeah.
That's insane. We really been slacking.
November 2nd is the last one. November 2nd. That's crazy.
We really been slacking, man.
It's okay. It's okay. Stuff happens. Oh yeah. RJ and I actually we met up again a couple weeks ago. I was in Atlanta hanging with RJ. We went to Atlanta Comic-Con. We should have done a little live episode. Damn it.
We should have.
What's up, Hot Ward HD? Appreciate you coming in, man. But yeah, what was I gonna say? Yeah, I think definitely the street level. It's got to happen. I mean, Sony, please just. I think they need to just learn.
I'm sure Tom is like, okay, I'm not coming back unless it's the way we intended it to be. Like, and apparently the guy is trying to like rush the movie to release in 2025. We know that's not going to happen because Tom is like, he's doing like a stage play in London. So, I mean, and that's going to be till August. And I think pre-production will start around that time for the fourth film. I feel like in the next few months, we'll start hearing stuff about the Spider-Man 4 and like what's it going to be about and all that good jazz.
I hope we get an official announcement soon.
I think, okay, CinemaCon is in April. I don't think Sony is going to CinemaCon. Let me check. Hold on. But that's usually when they announce, like, hold on.
Yeah, Tristan, the game came out in freaking October, man. It's been so long. We were doing freaking weekly episodes back then, dude.
Sure.
We were grinding.
We gotta get back on it. We gotta
do. We're due for another ranking. Those are always my favorite ones to do because it always gets spicy and funny.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me see who's going. Pretty sure.
But yeah, we missed you guys over here.
Whether
you're tuning in on Thwip First or Peter and Miles podcast channel, we appreciate it.
Okay. I don't think. Are they going? Let me check. Hold on 1 second. I don't think they're going.
No?
I don't think so. No, I don't think they're going.
Oh, that sucks.
So I think that they might wait till. Yeah, it says Sony Pictures sitting out CinemaCon 2024.
So what would they wait to? San Diego?
They'll probably wait till Comic-Con, and that's in July.
San Diego Comic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, that sucks.
Because what I think what they might do, Homecoming did this, where they announced it at CinemaCon, and then for San Diego they had like the whole cast come out and stuff like that. They like introduce everybody. That's what usually these studios like to do that. So I think they'll probably have like Tom and Zendaya like do something at San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, do you want to kind of talk about and reveal what Charlie Cox said at the panel for ATL Con?
Okay, yes. So we went to ATL Con.
Mm-hmm.
People in the chat don't know. And we went to Charlie Cox's panel. And I was going to go up and ask a question about like Spider-Man and stuff like that, but I feel like he would have gave me like the same cheeky answer. He would have smiled or something like that. But somebody went up and asked him a question, right? And they asked him about, you know, I think the question was, did he believe that he would come back as Daredevil in like the MCU? And he said that for him and Vincent D'Onofrio, he's the guy that plays Kingpin. He said that him and Vincent kept in touch for like all these years, and Vincent was like saying that they were gonna go back, and Charlie didn't believe it. And then Charlie said that he got like a voicemail. He went on a walk with his wife, and he got like a voicemail and stuff like that. And then like he said that they had a meeting with Vincent, and then Vincent told Charlie like stuff about like She-Hulk, Spider-Man, and I'm like, oh, okay. And I was like, wait a minute, did you just say what I just think you said? Like he could have meant No Way Home, but like, come on, like if you put together,
it's gonna be more than just that little cameo scene. I feel like
if you put together what Kevin Feige said like last year or 2 years ago, I think it was like 2022, and he like had an interview with like Brandon Davis. And he said, like, Spider-Man, Daredevil are going to be, like, street-level guys. I was like, oh, okay. Now we're cooking. That's one of the reasons why I don't believe, like, the rumor about, like, you know, them battling, whether or not they want. I feel like, because Kevin Feige said it, like, 2 years ago. They probably already know what the movie's going to be about. And that's why I firmly believe it's going to be street-level. But when Charlie said that at the con, I was like, oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
We know what's happening.
Spider-Man animated series, baby. It's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming with Kingpin. It's just rumored. Is it rumored or confirmed now that he's going to be the mayor of New York?
Well, it's a rumor, but it's like highly likely it's going to happen.
Yeah. It's too perfect.
They're basically basing it off. They're basing that storyline off of the comic run Devil's Reign, and in that comic, he basically Wilson Fisk basically outlaws superheroes in New York, and he like goes after like he sends people to go after like Spider-Man, Daredevil, Luke Cage, like other like Marvel characters and stuff like that. It's a great comic book. So I feel like that's what they're adapting in Spider-Man 4, but I feel like it'll be like Spider-Man, Daredevil. My hope is Scorpion. I really want to see Scorpion take the big screen. Like that would be freaking dope, man. Like
they've done a lot of work together in the comics and in the animated series, so that'd be
like
cool.
We want this. Everybody wants Spider-Man and Daredevil to team up. Like if you've seen the animated series, read any comic book, you want Matt and Peter teaming up. Like, come on. It's right there. Do it.
And like the way this No Way Home ends, it's like an interesting spot because do people even know of Spider-Man anymore? Because everybody, or did they just forget his identity?
They just forget that Peter Parker exists.
Yeah. So he's already a well-established hero by the end of No Way Home.
Yeah.
But especially now that, you know, Stark's gone, Cap's gone, he's going to, and especially that he's in New York, him and Daredevil are really going to have a big spotlight, and they're going to be the talk of the town even more.
Like their friendship is so cool, man. Like,
Yeah,
who doesn't want to see them fight side by side, kicking ass? Like it's right there. It's
yeah. It's perfect. I mean, is it the biggest flashiest as No Way Home? No, but it's still damn good.
yeah. I mean, like you're never gonna top the 3 Spider-Man teaming up, but there's always room. Somebody could easily make a better movie.
You don't need to top it in terms of the wow factor every time.
Yeah, and also I've said this countless times. I want Drew Goddard to direct this movie. If you guys don't know who Drew Goddard is, he did the Daredevil series.
Okay.
And he's directed films like I think he directed The Martian. Matt Damon. Let me double check. That's a great film. But he's a writer, like director. He's a good like filmmaker. Yeah. Well, no, he didn't direct The Martian. Hold on. What was that movie that he directed? Hold on. I think he wrote it.
Entertainment guy. I think he'll definitely partner with Scorpion if Scorpion
I think so.
Is there with him. I think there's almost got to be a partnership. He's gonna hire someone. He's got to hire some people other than just like random jabronis and like just mercenaries to go after these guys. He knows they're not a joke. So,
he wrote The Martian, but he's more of a writer. But he's directed some stuff. He directed Bad Times at the El Royale. That's a great film. But I want him. I want him to direct this movie.
Yeah. Love John Watts, but I'm honestly okay either way.
I want to, yeah. Like if he comes back, I'll be fine with it. But if there's a new director, I will be, I think I'm a type of dude to where like I'm always up for new faces to like direct. Like,
yeah, change isn't always bad, and if you give Spider-Man 4 the tone of a Daredevil series, we are in for a treat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's also a good point. Yeah, he's definitely gonna need someone else. I think he's got to have someone.
He won't be alone. I feel like Kingpin will be a guy that's in the shadows. Like he'll be in the film, but like the villains, they'll probably have like a villain that could take on Daredevil and Spider-Man. So like Bullseye could be in this film. That would be freaking sick, man. Like Bullseye fighting Daredevil in this movie. Scorpion and maybe Prowler could make an appearance. Like that's what I want. Like I want to see all this stuff happen.
Get Donald Glover in this.
Yes.
Finally give him his big reveal in the MCU. That'd be freaking dope. What do you think of Miles being heavily rumored to be in this?
Okay, I saw a lot of people like go crazy on Twitter about this. And I feel like people are, whenever like there's like talk of like a character that we all love being a mentor, people always like, kind of get a bit apprehensive about it. I feel like it's time to have Miles being live action. Like he was teased in Homecoming that he exists in the MCU. And I don't mind it. Like as long as Miles is just like let's say if he's like in middle school or something, or like he's really young, as long as he's not Spider-Man. Like because if we start Spider-Man 4 with like him being Spider-Man already, I would have a problem with that.
Yeah.
But as long as he's not Spider-Man, like I want them to save Miles being Spider-Man until like the 5th or 6th film,
Yeah, I feel like it would just be way too rushed if they were to try to do his whole origin story while still trying to continue on with Tom's. I don't. It's that's not a recipe that's gonna bode
Yeah,
well. In my opinion.
like I saw, like I completely agree with Tristan. I feel like people need to relax. Like he's gonna be Miles in the movie. He's just gonna be there, um, and just relax. But it's time for Miles to make an appearance. Like he was teasing Homecoming.
Yep.
We're gonna be in the fourth film, so it's time to like cast the actor to play him, and don't have him be Spider-Man just yet. Like you have to earn the Peter and Miles team up. So just like wait. So don't rush. I don't want Sony and Marvel to rush that, and I don't think they will. So I think that they should just have him be Miles. Like he could be like obviously Miles is a Spider-Man fan in the comics as well, so you can have it to where like Peter interacts with him and stuff like that. Because I think it was the isn't it like a rumor that has like Miles like he lives in like the same building as Peter? Isn't that like a thing?
That's a rumor. Yeah. Yeah.
So they could do that and like have it to where they both like know each other. Like Peter's like helping him with his homework or something. Like it's like the little things that matter and stuff, and building up their friendship that I
Yeah.
think they should do for Miles in the fourth film. Like don't rush him being Spider-Man.
And you could even give him like a side like story with his uncle, and with his uncle being the Prowler, like you said. If you incorporate the Prowler into this, it gives Miles more to do where he's not Spider-Man yet. Have that introduce that dynamic
Yeah,
with him and his uncle, and maybe somewhere in the movie he
yeah,
finds out that his uncle is the biggest thief in New York City, and he finds that out, and that's a whole challenge for him because he's like, oh, do I tell my uncle I know, or like that could be a thing
dude.
he struggles with.
They could do that, and also, what if Peter like finds out that he's like he finds out that he's Miles' uncle, but Miles doesn't know that his uncle's a Prowler, and that could like conflict with like Peter's mind and stuff like that.
Yeah, and he's like, yeah, he like struggles, like, do I tell Miles, do I tell Rio, like what, it's like I'm good friends with this kid, and he lives in my building, and I know his mom pretty well. It's gonna put him in a tough situation. That'll be interesting
Yeah,
because we've seen Kingpin hire the Prowler before. It's in AKA in Spider-Verse, so I would
they
be
could do
fine with that.
yeah. One thing
Yeah,
I don't
Miles.
want them to do is change. Don't change the suit, please. Don't change that suit.
Oh, the Prowler suit.
That suit and the final swing suit. Do not change
Oh
those.
yeah, yeah.
Don't change
No,
that suit, man.
you don't even need any minor upgrades. Just keep it as it is. Like,
Keep it as it is. Make it less shiny if you want to, but just don't change that suit, man. Don't change that
the
suit.
way it is, right up here. You see up there?
Yes.
I'm not pointing. Yeah, that. Keep that. Keep that. Just don't CGI it as much as you can.
You know that some people want, like on Twitter, they want Tom to have like the animated series type hair. They want him to have like that longer hair.
Oh yeah,
How would you feel about that?
the one from the '90s.
Yeah.
If they style it correctly, then yeah, because I feel like Tom has a little more like almost curly hair when it's long.
Yeah, because he kind of had it. There's a moment in Homecoming where he has like, you know, that scene where he's like looking at Liz, like he kind of looks like he has like the longer hair.
Yeah.
But when his hair gets long, I notice he does. He has like the curly, so they would have to like do it right.
Yeah, if they style it correctly, then I think it could look really good.
Yeah, yeah. But
So we used to use StreamYard, but I kind of made a little bit of a change to an app called Restream, and it's cheaper per month. And we were just saying this before we went live. It looks way cleaner, so we appreciate that. Yeah, and yeah, the background's pretty awesome too. We like the background. There's literally nothing to change about the final suit. It's perfect.
I agree.
MCU has a big problem with always wanting to change his. Get it because of
That's
toys,
a
but
Disney thing, man. Because Disney, they changed. I don't know if you've seen Falcon and the Winter Soldier, but they changed Sam's suit for Cap 4. And it's just like, why? Like, that was one of the most comic accurate suits. And they just changed it for Cat 4. It's annoying. I don't know why Disney does. I get it, it's because of toys, but it's so annoying.
yeah, just like why change it? It drove me crazy in No Way Home how many suit variants they did. It's like just
Yeah,
chill.
it's like, bro, you like they really had him have like the inside out suit, like the black, and then it's just like,
You really had to have
why?
green slime to turn it inside out.
And like,
Whatever,
it's just,
dude.
why? Like, why do we need to do? Just have them keep wearing the fucking the black and like the Ditko suit. Like, what do we? No,
No comment, thought word, but
I haven't seen it. Have you
I
seen it?
think no.
Good.
I think we might. I think we should for the pod, RJ. I think we should. On links though. I'm not going to the cinema and paying for this, but I think we should maybe one of these days watch it on the links. What do you think?
I think no. I don't want to put myself through that. I just I'm boycotting. Like,
That movie is just, and we've seen people who say they like this movie. I'm of the opinion, if you know anything about Spider-Man lore, you're not gonna like this movie. If you like this
you're not
movie
gonna like this.
and you're any self-respecting Spider-Man fan, I'm just gonna have to question your fandom at least a little bit.
Yeah, like
like
you
Madam
have
Web,
the only way you like Madam Web is if you're not a Spider-Man fan. Like,
if you're just a film, you're not even a film fan. I don't even know who this movie is
because
for.
I've heard the ADR is terrible.
You're a better man than me, Thoughtword. If you're a man, you're better. You're a better person.
That's
than me.
fair. That's fair, but I'm tired of these Sony spin-off films. Like, unless it's a Tom movie, I'm not watching it. Yeah, that is.
And, my biggest gripe with the upcoming Craven film is the guy they picked for Craven. I bet he's a good actor.
Boy,
I've
here
heard
we
he's a good
go.
actor. You got the guy who played Kick-Ass, the joke superhero, the spoof guy, to play one of the most menacing Spider-Man villains and beefiest Spider-Man villains. You got Kick-Ass to play Craven. At least get a real Russian. At least get a real Russian, man. Come on. That movie's gonna bomb too.
It's gonna, yeah, you know what? Because they made it rated R in hopes that like people like would see it because it's rated R, but that's gonna fall in their face, man. Sony is just
Radioactive AIDS lion's blood. Gosh.
I mean, to me, I feel like if they were to recast Craven in the MCU, my Craven pick would have been Joe Manganiello. Funny enough, he played Flash in the first Spider-Man film.
Oh, hold on. What's his name? Oh, Hillary. He's in a movie. Hold on. You might like this. I just gotta figure out the damn guy's name. Alan Ritchson.
Ooh, yeah. I love it. Reacher, yeah, I like that. I like that pick.
That would be my pick for a Craven. Alan Ritchson.
You know what? I like that pick.
Yeah, he's a freaking big dude. You just got to grow that hair and that beard out. You look 10 times better than Mr. Kick-Ass over there.
You really don't like him as Craven, do you?
I do not, because he looks like a freaking Calvin Klein model. Like the way they even got him laying down in the photo. He looks like he's posed. Let me pull up this damn shitstorm of a poster. Craven.
He said he looks like a
Where is it?
Calvin Klein.
That movie's gonna be like okay. Let's share this monstrosity. Look at this crap. He looks like he's posing for a freaking Calvin Klein ad.
I mean, I do agree. He's not like Aaron Taylor Johnson. He's a good actor, but I don't see him as Craven.
Yeah. He's not even that.
I mean, he could work for Sony's Craven. I mean, anybody can, to be honest. But
he looks too small and too thin.
he's not my first pick for Craven. But
yeah.
I don't know. I just
like the necklace looks good. The costume looks great. They do a good job making him think he's Craven, but he's not. This Craven's an animal activist, pretty much.
I don't understand that either.
But yeah,
that movie is gonna be comedy, bro. I'm telling you.
Why they call me the Rhino? Because of my mighty.
The thing is, like Aaron Taylor Johnson's not even doing. He's not even doing like a Russian accent.
Yeah, I know. It's like that's literally the whole character. Not the whole character, but like that's like the biggest part. I just don't get.
When they announced that they were doing a Craven movie, I was like, yeah, this is gonna be bad.
Villains aren't born; they're made. That's such a Sony line, like that line from Madam Web or something. When you get powerful abilities, you gain responsibilities or something. That stupid line.
Even the trailers are like really bad for this movie. When does this shithole come out? Hold on.
Oh, I just saw it recently. August 30th.
Venom, August 30th.
For Craven.
And Venom 3 is supposed to come out on November 8th, 2024.
What a great way to end the summer. Not. No, absolutely not, Craven.
Yeah, it's not gonna say
Tristan. I don't like.
You know what they're doing with that? You know what they're doing with that? They're hoping like a stuff with like like Deadpool and Joker are like one of the most highest grossing like rated R comic book films. That's the only reason why they made it rated R, because they're hoping to get that Craven and they're hoping to get the Deadpool and Joker money. That's not gonna happen.
No.
Sony is just so out of touch with what makes a good film. Like specifically what makes a good comic book film.
Yeah. I don't even have many words anymore, bro. It's really disheartening when you got one of the best rogues galleries out there being treated this way.
And apparently they want to make there's rumors that they wanted. This is the same company that wanted to make an Aunt May movie.
Oh, I remember that. That was a while ago, but still.
It just shows you how out of touch they are. It's like, what would that movie even be about?
I don't want to know. I do like your idea about the spider variant people, the spider people, different spider people. Like
because like they're somewhat doing that. They're making a Spider-Man Noir TV show, and they're making a Silk show. Yeah, and they're making a Silk show. So like, maybe just maybe, but I don't know.
Well, we can only hope Sony cleans up their act, but if the more we think that, the more of an ass we're making out of ourselves. So we're not getting our help. But guys, thank you for watching the stream today. That was our thoughts on the latest Spider-Man 4 news, rumors, all that good stuff. Thank you for joining. We've missed you guys. We're gonna hopefully do more a lot more of these soon. Definitely want to do more rankings, and we do still want to review all the films. Those will be a lot of fun. But thank you everyone for joining in. RJ, yeah,
Have we started reviewing all the films, or we never did?
we haven't done any. We
Okay.
haven't even done Spider-Man Lotus yet.
I'm not doing that.
No, we're not doing
The
that.
movie sucked.
I did a brief video on that, and that's all I'm gonna ever touch for that. Again,
That video was hilarious.
that was.
No, I remember we watched it, and we're just like,
That's why some fans should not make movies. RJ, you have any closing remarks before we head off?
Hopefully we get some Spider-Man 4 news in the coming weeks, months. Hopefully we get some updates from the game, like DLC and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, because New Game Plus is coming out in about a week, March 7th. So, but yeah, we need some DLC. I do want to.
I mean, you already said something about the third game. Like,
Yeah, he did. He said, Pete, like he was talking about Miles taking over the mantle, and he said Peter would love to just be done with Spider-Man, but it's probably not. He pretty much said it's probably not going to happen.
it's not gonna happen. Yeah.
So, yeah, looking forward to that. I really want to. I'm looking forward to the New Game Plus just to be able to dive back in because it doesn't really have a lot of replayability factor when you beat it and do all the side missions. So like I don't really I haven't played it that much. So
I'm tempted to like restart the whole game.
Yeah. I mean,
but
and then
I want to keep that suit though.
Yeah, exactly. I would wait until the 7th because then you can replay starting off with that suit.
March 7th?
Yeah.
Okay,
that's pretty much the main purpose of the New Game Plus. You can start a new game with all the abilities you've unlocked.
Okay.
So you'll be able to use your world-renowned Final Swing suit when you start the game. So.
Yes, the best suits.
Nah, Advanced Suit 2.0.
The best Spider-Man.
I see. We get the suit. My favorite suit when you start up the game. So, but anyway,
that's pretty. It's a clean suit.
It
cool suit.
is. Gian's TASM suit.
Gian's a TASM lover.
Gian's a TASM meat rider, but we don't talk about that. Love you, Gian. Thank you guys all for watching. We will see you in another episode very soon. Keep the whipping, and we'll see you in the next one.